time here on Facebook real quick.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's me. It's SU3. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. That's nice saying.
Hey, everybody, it's me, old man RJ. I'm right here, right next to Zach the Mac on the techies, 008.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, Zach
Your
the Mac.
boy, Zach the Mac.
Okay.
I mean, the gamer tag is still Goon 008. Just to go over that again. It hit harder the first time. But that's right. It's your boy, Zach the Mac here, chilling.
Yes.
Who's never whacked.
Someone forgot to push the button.
Yeah, someone got to go live on
that's all right.
Facebook, but that's all right.
It's
Man.
all
We're
good.
going live on the radio.
Sorry,
That's all
everybody,
that's
it's Butcher the Kid.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome again. As always, we're going to do the promotion one more time, FYI. Don't forget to look us up on Apple Music now. We're on live there too as well. Thank y'all for tuning in here on YouTube, Facebook, as well as Spotify. You can catch us on every Sunday here on Facebook, 216 live at 9 p.m.
LeBron James escaping the game.
You know
Yeah.
what?
He's taking the beating.
Yeah,
know
because
what?
he's leaving. Because he
Yeah.
sucks.
For the record, as a LeBron fan, I'm watching the game. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's-
right.
Yeah.
That's why he's losing.
Well, first of all, congratulations, 49ers, for beating the Cowboys. Whoop, whoop. We just watched the game. Congratulations.
To my
Yeah.
friends in Texas, I'm sorry, it had to happen.
Yes.
To
we're
my
sorry.
friends in the Niners fans, that's what I'm talking about. Go
Yeah.
Niners!
So my godfather, congratulations, the 49ers fan, Theo. There you go. Niners all the way, man. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully they do something really nice. Okay.
That's
Be
right.
good.
What
They'll
do
be
they
good.
face next?
Afterwards, I think the Eagles.
They're facing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Fly,
Niners
Eagles
and
fly.
Eagles.
Should be good.
Let's go. I'm kind of tuned in for that. Who you guys got that for that one? Actually,
If the Eagles play the way they play against the Giants, dang, that's gonna be a good game.
I think Niners is a good match off.
They
So.
did. They
Niners, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Niners take it this season. I said
Yeah.
what I said.
I'll take the Eagles. I think the Eagles are gonna
You
win.
think
that
they
game.
fly? You think they're gonna fly? Eagles fly?
Yeah, at least against the 49ers.
As long as
I don't know
Kevin,
about the
as long
Super
as
Bowl.
Kevin Hart doesn't show up, then we're fine. I think the Eagles should be fine. He gives a bad luck every single time. Just saying, Kevin.
I don't know
Sorry.
about the Super Bowl,
Sorry.
but I think they'll beat 49ers.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't
at
know
this
about the
point,
Super
it's
Bowl,
just going to be a little.
Man, it'd be funny if it's a rematch and the Bengals actually win this time. Bengals versus 49ers and the Bengals come out on top.
That would be nice. I'd be okay with that.
Maybe.
Barrow can get one ring. You know what I'm saying? I'd be
Bro,
okay with
Who? You said Braun?
that. Barrow.
Oh, Barrow, man,
the
man,
quarterback.
I
Not
swear
Burrow,
that.
Burrow.
Thank you,
Because
Burrow.
He's borrowing his name.
Yeah, got it. Okay, that would be nice. I mean,
Actually, first though, did y'all see the way that man was throwing yesterday up in the preheat?
Mm-mm.
Bro, he was throwing bombs and
Yeah.
he threw them, and then he would do like a little celebration. He was doing like a Steph Curry kind of stuff, dude. He was throwing it, not even looking, just throwing it. Where receiver was right there, like, oh, okay, this is pregame, and you're already like in this kind of mode.
He's a
He
dog,
was a
man.
kill
He's a
ball,
dog.
man.
We were talking about this last time I was here. That last year they went to the Super Bowl.
mhm.
I mean, I could see them going again this year. There's not nobody really, stopping them too much right now.
Well, the matchups are Eagles and the 49ers. Then you got the what's it called, Chiefs, and right now
the
Bengals and
Yeah.
Barrow. So
Mahomes would be the
it's-
biggest challenge, I
at
think.
this point right now, it can kind of go from there. What you laughing at over there?
He just dunked on his ass.
That's right.
So silly. All right, well, let's get to a rundown report, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in here. Real quick, Ring of Honor Tag Champion Jay Briscoe dies at 38. I think it was early on Monday, if I'm not
Yeah, I
mistaken.
think so.
It
Yeah.
was a Monday.
R.I.P.
Wanted wishful there as well. Rest in peace there. Warner Brothers Discovery has banned AEW from holding a tribute shoot, though. All right.
That's weird.
I think all due to his the reason I looked into that. It looks like Jay Briscoe was making some comments, some nasty comments in the past through Twitter, in the atmosphere or whatever case to be, things that got a little blocked and kind of shut down and whatnot. So AEW was one of the recipients of those tweets. So Warner Brothers and Discovery decided to kind of keep that down, at this point right now. So that's the only thing I can say.
Okay.
All right. That's about it. Nothing
Still,
bad.
I mean, rest in peace,
Not personally about him. A lot of wrestlers went to Twitter and said, wish their honors. If I'm not mistaken, Seth
Triple H.
Rollins, Triple H.
No,
You
there was
know,
a lot of stuff on
In
the
fact,
ReJect Twitter
Wrestling is
too.
doing a tribute to him. They
Right,
did.
right. Because I mean, that's another one of the things. But other than that,
Santino Marella came out and said, well, you Sama, my God, rest in peace.
yeah. Other than that, yeah.
Rest in paradise.
But good news good news for Michael B. Jordan, man. Just keeps coming out with some hits over here. He's going to be dubbed as the main character in Rainbow Six. If I'm not mistaken, with one of the I don't know who the director is. I've never heard his name, but he seems to be a famous guy.
And for another guy that's like the It Man right now,
Yeah, Michael
we
B.
need
Jordan.
him and The Rock to come out in an action movie against each other.
Maybe so.
That's how
I'm excited for the new
Sure.
Creed 3 though. That's
Me
Yes.
too.
Michael B. Jordan.
That looks good.
Coming
That
out.
looks good.
That
Coming out.
the villain is gonna be the guy from
Quantum Mania.
Yeah, right.
It's supposed to be King
Oh,
Conqueror.
Will be nice. be okay watching it there. But yeah, he's gonna be also in that Rainbow Six movie set to star in. So look out more details later on for that. Now, Detroit officers and firefighters are suing Vince McMahon. That's also in the rundown report, everybody.
Does everybody just want to mess with
Everybody wants to sue his ass. Get him out. Get Vince gone. That's hashtag.
You want me to watch? Because
Hey.
Hashtag get Vince gone.
Hashtag Blazers are whooping the Lakers.
You know what? Don't trend that. Everyone listening, don't trend that.
Trend it.
Trend
Trend
it. Because when they lose, you'll regret it.
Hashtag what? Trailblazers are whooping LeBron. Yeah, oh, the
That's not what he
Lakers.
said.
Lakers.
That's not what he
Okay,
said.
got it.
Make it personal.
Sorry. Turn that hashtag into a personal
But
hashtag.
for the fans listening, what exactly are they suing Mr. McMahon for? What's going on?
It's all because of his
At the end of
the shareholders at this time right now. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. Vince McMahon also reached a settlement over his alleged 1986 rape case worth millions. Just settle that thing out of the court or whatnot. So allegedly. You know, at this point, I hope it helps her move on. You
Not
know what I
just
mean?
that, I'm gonna ask you. I mean, he settled with a lot of different wrestlers that he already did that with.
Mm-hmm.
So now, with this case being put on him and him, selling with her too.
Yeah.
How does this affect the WWE stock and the WWE company?
That's a good question. We'll save that question there because we're going to talk about that later in the show, everybody. So please tune in for the good and bad segment because that's in there. That is us. You got it.
Nice.
That's right. That's right.
Got it, dude.
Now, UFC releases Francis Ngannou heavyweight title up for grabs at this point right now. And I will let you guys know later in the show who is going to be helming that title fight against. Okay. We'll save it for later. Okay. I don't want to get into it right now. This is report time. Your boy. No. WWE discussing discounting independent wrestling content on WWE Network.
Discontinuing?
Yeah, discontinuing. Sorry. Yeah.
So they're getting rid of
spelling issue there. Sorry.
Spelling issue,
Yeah, spelling issue
I would say butchering.
It's
is-
just typical.
The Google machine didn't work for me there at that time.
right.
Sorry.
Allegedly.
Typical night for Tony the Kid. All
Yeah,
right.
my bad.
He is a father of 40.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I was stressed out that night when I was writing the script out. Okay, let me be. Jesus Tripes. Now also, Scream 6 trailer came out, and that looks intense.
Yeah.
Hey, Scream is coming back, man. It's making a comeback.
Ghostface.
I was wondering how they
Hashtag
would.
Ghostface. That's right.
I was wondering how they would implement the new modern stuff that's happening. We got cell phones now. We got so much. I mean, I was wondering how would Ghostface be able to reinvent himself within the new era of
I
modern
don't know,
time.
but it's working.
Did you guys see Scream 5?
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
see
it's
that.
Scream 5. Yeah,
You didn't see 5?
It started since 5.
Yeah.
They updated him a lot. In
I gotta
Scream
watch
5,
it then.
I
No, I
think.
gotta watch it.
That
Like
was good.
to the point where he was actually manipulating people's home security.
Yeah, he was on it. He's
Really?
Yeah,
but
bro.
he's
Like
up to
somebody
date.
will lock
He's up
it,
to
and then
date.
it will unlock, and then when you saw it, boom, baby. You're like,
Gotcha.
I don't want to spoil
go.
it for y'all too, but it's already been set. Like there's a new. I think they're gonna do a new Ghostface each movie. I think now
A brand new character each time.
as being the killer.
Oh,
That's
damn.
what. Yeah. So.
Oh damn! Stepping
I
up in the
just-
world.
I
Watch
just
it,
think
though.
at this point, what they're going to do with Scream 6, though, is they're going to make it public now. Like he's
Yeah.
killing people out in public.
Like
nobody
not just in the town. I
Right.
think it's gonna go.
It looked
they're-
like they're in New York City or something like
Yeah.
that because when the
On
trains
the
and whatnot.
bus,
and then the
train
train
everything.
slice, walk
Yeah,
away.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
It'd be crazy if they do a social media stint in the movie where somebody goes live and shit happens on the live
They
stream.
I'm sure it
already
will.
did that though in part 4, and it
They
didn't
did?
work out that way. Yeah,
Oh.
don't you remember?
Let me go.
Uh,
Like they recorded it and everything. It was just,
Yeah.
it's
Now, all the
terrible.
news in there. Other thing on the rundown, everybody. Alec Baldwin charged with involuntary manslaughter in the Rush shooting. We'll talk about that and get more in depth there and whatnot. But that is also in the news going around. Tron 3 looking for a new director at Disney, and it's also moving forward at Disney. They're coming out. It looks like Jared Leto's going to be helming the character there.
You did say you wanted to
But
do Tron.
we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Cobra Kai will end after the 6th season. Everybody. I mean, at this point right now, great storyline. We'll go from there. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Biker Mice from Mars will get an animated series and new toy line coming forward.
And didn't somebody mention that on
Yes,
the podcast?
we did.
Yes,
we did.
Look what
Everybody.
we're doing. Look what we're doing. We're changing the world.
Trendsetters. Trendsetters,
Trendsetters.
everybody.
Trendsetters.
That's right. We
Yeah,
thank y'all.
ReJect setters.
Facts. There you go. All right, moving on to good and bad, everybody. Good and bad discussions here. We're gonna bring up some topics. I'm gonna name it to everybody, and then we're gonna talk about some stuff. Okay.
Actually,
let's get to
Tron
it.
might be young because I haven't watched Tron
Well,
1
that's
or
okay.
2.
Yeah. So first thing on the board, Disney making Tron 3. Good or bad?
Damn,
Oh, okay. Let's go. What about
It's
you?
good.
Zach?
It's good. I liked it. I remember me and you watched the first one together. I think. Yeah. The second one I watched. Yeah. The third one should be good. I think it'll be good. I mean,
It's at Disney now, so I think if Disney gets a little director in there to put better storyline, why not?
compared to the first two, I think their CGI has stepped up a lot more since
Facts.
then. So
Facts.
with Disney in Disney's hands, I think that they got a good platform to
Yeah.
take it out. So
I'll
Has
go for
Tron
it.
been a Disney movie like the
I-
first one?
I don't think so. I think they
Nah.
bought it after Tron Legacy came out.
Yeah.
And they did the
Okay.
storyline there. It was decent. But at this point right now, moving on for Tron 3, it's been a while since part 2 came out. So you kind of have to understand that they had to make sure the script is coming out right. I think at that time they were focusing a lot on the Marvel movies when it comes to Disney movies coming on the slate and whatever. It's a big project to come out because you got to have the storyline match up to what has been in the last few sequels.
There's going to be like the year gap thing going
big
a couple
time because then you got to
but
figure out what happened to the girl afterwards and the
yeah.
end of part 2.
it was
and
a, it
whatnot.
was a bit of a not a cliffhanger, but it left
Kind of
you-
was. Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of was
it
because she
was,
went from the animated world
Mhm.
now to the real world. So what's been going on since then?
Yeah.
So Tron.
it'll be good.
So in my mind, Avatar got a lot of its stuff from Tron. Then
In a sense, yeah. The
Yeah.
storyline,
Okay.
I would have to say.
Yeah.
So,
Hashtag
That's
plagiarism.
Nice.
so yeah, that kind of goes on there. Next thing on the board, everybody, Alec Baldwin held accountable for incident at Rust. So SG3, please share with us a little bit what occurred, or at least the little backstory to that, if I'm not mistaken.
So
Okay?
backstory is the fact that they were filming a movie called Rust.
Yeah.
There was a prop gun on set that was loaded,
Mhm.
and Alec got it from a lady. I don't know her name. I'm not gonna say her name because I'm gonna butcher it.
Okay.
So Alec Baldwin had the gun. I guess he says finger slip, and as it slipped, it shot a live bullet,
Gotcha.
Yes.
eventually killing one of the prop directors on set.
Yeah.
So for the longest time, he's been pleading innocent, but also he's kind of been staying away from the limelight because there's a lot of heat. Because a lot of people have been saying, "Get this man behind bars." Because why are you shooting and there's no word saying action?
Yeah.
Like why? I get the fact that you can say your finger slipped, but at this point, I mean, it's like if I was to drop this, whoops, I dropped it.
Right.
At this point, though, I guess it just happens so many times in Hollywood that now they're trying to hold a lot of people accountable.
Right.
Brandon Lee.
Right. The whole incident
Um,
Lee. True.
Who else got shot in Hollywood and passed because of a prop gun?
One
Quote, unquote.
of Tom Cruise's cast. No. They not shot. My bad.
I think I remember somebody else did.
There's at least like 3 or 4 of them that are
Yeah,
pretty huge.
especially in the past, especially like around the 80s and 70s when they were doing the props and
92.
stuff.
Yeah.
Could be. I don't. That's the thing. I don't recall. I know for sure Brandon Lee's incident was a little crazy because of the whole incident with
Bruce Lee.
filming. Bruce
Oh,
Lee's.
no, Bruce Lee didn't get shot though. Bruce
Oh,
Lee
he
died
did.
of Bruce Lee died of a pill that he ate.
No. I'm just saying though, like that they got shot, like that they got shot on set because of a prop gun. Because again, how is it that you're gonna load a live bullet to a prop gun
Mhm.
and then sit there and say, "I didn't know it was a live bullet"?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they getting these live bullets from?
I'm pretty sure that guy knew there was a gun scene going into the set today.
That,
You know what I'm saying? That day. You know.
it's already prepped up and ready, so
Right,
you guys
like-
already know something's gonna happen. But
Right.
it's like, but also too, that I guess for this being charged,
You know what?
him being charged for
me ask you
manslaughter.
something. Let me ask you something. I'm also gonna hand it over to him.
Yeah.
If you're a director, do you get charged for it? Because technically this is under your watch.
Under the supervisor's watch.
Yeah.
That's true. If something goes wrong in the job and we're all like most of us are managers,
Facts.
the manager on hand is responsible.
Be held accountable
Technically,
for
isn't
all
the
those.
director the manager on hand?
Technically,
Well,
he would be. Yeah.
In this case, it would be the director of prompts is one of them that should be charged with it.
under the laws, under the bylaws of what they're supposed to be doing for their job.
Yeah.
So if
because-
you're the prop manager, right, and your job is to look over the props and make sure they're valuable for the movie, that they're not damaging to your said actors that are making the movie, and as well as the employees that are giving these props out, making sure there's nothing going on with them incorrectly, then yeah,
And then
you're going to be held
second,
accountable. At least I would say.
Another thing I would mention would be the actor himself
Mhm.
should be, because what are you doing holding a gun in the face of somebody?
Right.
And then
That's
whoops, it
one
slipped.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
but it slipped though.
Yeah.
if you believe that it was a prop gun and it shouldn't be loaded,
Mhm.
there's no reason for you to play around with the gun in front of somebody's face, no
Right.
matter what.
Right.
In my mind, right now is the time for you to start pushing the gun away.
Yep.
If you want to try it, lower it to the floor
Mhm.
and aim and see.
Test it
Are you-
out first before
Or
you try
just
it out.
even this at this point, if it's a prop gun, and if you for your own safety as a actor, actress, whatever,
Yep.
unload the revolver.
Yeah,
check the revolver.
check yourself, right?
Oh,
Check it.
yeah.
Just plain and simple. Anything,
Yeah.
anything, cool, nothing. All right. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, this is cool.
Sure.
That too.
I think
So-
at this point right now, also too, there's a few actors or something like that, or some industries are saying that they plan on not using no more live ammunitions or live even bullets or whatever the case would be.
I mean, nowadays with CGI, you can do so much shit with
Yep.
CGI now that you don't need.
I
a real
think
gun
The
or-
Rock for sure was one of the ones that moving forward in his $7 like productions, all props are fake props in general. All props, guns and all that kind of stuff are all going to be, fake props and stuff like that.
Shouldn't they have been from the beginning?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Three Stooges.
Thank you.
And
And I'm not talking about the 50s. I'm talking about the movie that came out back in 2007.
that too. See what I mean? I don't know, but interesting, guys. Let us know what you guys think on that note, because it's a crazy situation right now, and hopefully Alec Baldwin at this point, I don't think he should be held accountable. He's the actor. He's in there. Someone's giving him the props. Someone's supposed to be in charge of it. Give it to him. The responsibility I agree with is that you should have double checked to make sure you're fine, because you also just as your own, like anybody's job itself, when someone's giving you a task, you also want to double check your work, make sure it's done properly before someone blames you.
But second question I got. Okay, now that you have a prop gun that had a real bullet in it, let's say he didn't test it out. Let's say he grabbed it, went on set, and shot the person he's supposed to shoot in the movie.
Mhm.
Now, who gets in trouble?
That's the question. That's the thing. Who should get in trouble?
Mhm.
So
I think it lands on the prop people, and even like SG3 said, he should have checked the bullets himself.
Agree. All right, y'all. Moving on to the next one on board, because that's old news now at this point. I'm like Guardians of the Galaxy, but also Guardians of DC, possibly. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you
Reason why we
mean?
say that, because James Gunn said in a little tweet or the little interview stating that most of this Guardians of the Galaxy crew could be coming over to DC now.
So when you say most, who would stay?
Who for sure will stay more likely, I think, will be Chris Pratt's character. I think he's going to end up staying. I also think, who else are you going to Gamora more likely will be staying.
And her sister,
Nebula probably staying
Because
for
I know
sure.
Bradley Cooper said this is the last one on.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper said he's done at this point right now.
Vin Diesel.
Dave Bautista has been saying this
Yeah.
since they let go of James Gunn in the first place, way back when, before they did all of that. Right around that time frame, he's like, I could tell Disney's just, and especially with his own personal character, he signed on for Drax the Destroyer. That's the character he signed on for, not Drax the comedian at this point right now.
Yeah, he's getting wrapped up in that character very much a lot.
Exactly. So at this point, he wants something more different. He's been playing a lot different in other movies, and he's been getting a lot of praise.
A couple
Knock at
good
the
movies.
A knock at the cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
that
Cabin's
I
coming
win.
out.
I want to see that one.
The zombie one.
The zombie one.
Zombie
So
one
it's
was good.
gonna be interesting. I think at this point right now, it's gonna be very intriguing to see those characters move over to DC.
And especially when Bautista has been pushing hard for the Bane role.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That
Well,
that would be a fan cast part, right? I would say.
Why
there.
can we get a Latino to play the role? The man is from Spain.
yeah,
I agree.
technically Bang is
like
like
an
a
Antonio
Hispanic,
Banderas type of accent and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I would go.
They're-
They
in
should.
The,
They
in
should.
the video game, for goodness sakes, they have to say bruja.
Yes.
So my thing is like, why? And I mean, there's nothing wrong with Dave Bautista, but again, why?
Yeah, I agree. All right, moving on.
You know who he would be cool as?
Go ahead.
What's Superman's villain? Is it Doomsday?
Huh?
That's
True.
what I'm thinking of, right?
Yeah, the big guy, the one that
Yeah.
killed him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
but
could
he's
be-
got to be taller. Yeah, I just thought
Yeah,
about that.
At
Yeah,
this point,
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could-
It's gonna wear stilettos. That's okay.
stilts, stilettos, everything, you know.
Yes, as you guys see on the screen there, Mark Hamill is retiring, not retiring in acting in general, but as the Joker character himself. He has announced that he has. And I think at this point right now, I don't disagree with that. I think it's good for him. I think it's a good idea just because of the fact that there can't not be a Mark Hamill Joker without a Kevin Conroy Batman.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Any other actor just doesn't mix well with the voices. Those two created something from the animated series, and since then have been the pinnacle point of like animated acting in that sense.
Today, nobody's even
No one
live.
can
No one
touch.
Yeah,
no one could touch it. I agree.
It makes sense because like when you act with somebody for so long, you feed off each other's energy.
Facts.
So I can see why he's like, no more Batman. I'm just gonna hang the mantle up. You know what I mean? Hang the purple coat up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Animated Joker.
I agree.
real though,
No,
yeah,
yes.
for
I
real.
would like shout out to Mark Hamill on his work as animated Joker because by far the most sadistic type of laugh that you could ever hear. I never really knew it was him in the first place until we started talking about Jay and Silent Bob.
yeah.
And we heard, all that type of stuff when that movie came out. Shout out to, Jay and Silent Bob.
Shout out.
But yeah, that was the craziest thing ever. And ever since then, that's who you want like in the game, in the movie cartoon, in the animated series. Bring back Kendrick Conroy as well as bring back Mark Hamill.
Joker's definitely like top 5 villains.
Exactly.
Too.
That's like Michael Jordan and Pippen at this point right now.
Yeah.
I would have to say. So at this point, rest in peace to Kevin, but Mark Hamill, out of respect, he just doesn't want to do it without him. It just doesn't make any sense.
It makes a lot of sense. And then once again, at this point, thank you.
Yeah.
Agree.
Thank you. Playing this out.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was about to say. The chemistry it's undeniable.
Facts. All right, on to the next one, everybody. Yes, Netflix fans. Yes, Cobra Kai is ending after season 6.
I know. It's like, damn.
Good or bad
For
at this point right
me-
now? I say,
Okay, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I posted when Cobra Kai season 2, I think it was, when it came out. I posted a small little clip of season 2.
Mhm.
And it got me the most views out of all my TikTok videos I have.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about ending on season 6?
I don't know. What's to me?
That it's still hyped.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely
It is a hype
The
show.
only
It's a
reason
good
why
show.
you might want to end it on season 6 is if you're working on a Cobra Kai movie. A Karate Kid
there
movie.
you go. You know what the phrase goes? It's 6 seasons in a movie is what they say.
Yeah.
And then that's a wrap for most TV shows.
At this point, I could also see it that they're trying to avoid Game of Thrones
Yeah.
kind of ending.
The longer
yeah.
the longer
Because-
seasons go out for certain episodes and whatnot, the distilled in it kind of
So
comes
I'll
in.
tell you this: I would never watch Game of Thrones, but I heard the gossip and all
watch
the
it
hype around the office and how everybody was all hyped.
Yeah.
It's funny because I literally sat there and I'm like, guys, it's funny how you guys are so involved in this show.
Yeah.
But I can probably guarantee that the ending is gonna suck and all of you are gonna be mad.
Dang.
The
Same
next
shit
day-
happened with How I Met Your
The
Mother.
devil's
The
advocate.
next, devil's advocate right here.
Hey, man,
And the next day,
I didn't see nothing wrong with the end of the
after
season.
the ending, though, I mean, these guys are like,
Yeah,
they
die hard.
were
Die hard,
emotionally
die.
invested.
Yeah, yeah, agree.
And the next day after the ending, Sal, F you, Sal, we don't want to talk to you. I was like, man, talk about love for me.
The nerve.
And
I
at
mean,
this
I
point,
agree.
that's why they said the ending just sucked. And I feel like they're trying to just avoid that particular
Incident.
incident
I
with
agree.
this because it's loved, it's beloved, and if it keeps going on and they decided to finally end it and the fans are not happy, we want a redone, we want a
Right.
this, we want
So-
a that.
Reboot, all
You
the good
think?
stuff.
I'll be honest. I've only watched like the first season of Cobra Kai. But if there was,
You should watch.
if there was a movie, would you guys watch the movie?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No lie, I would.
Especially if the same character's coming
Oh
back
yeah,
to
the
it.
Cobra. If I'm not mistaken, the
I
fifth
watched Karate
season,
Kids, not
the
Cobra Kai, though.
one season that came out was the most coolest one of all because it brought back the villain for part 2 of the Karate Kid, the Asian guy,
Okay.
and when he went to visit in China with Mr. Miyagi, and at that point I'm like, heck yeah, like that.
I
It
like
was
when
he
he,
was
uh,
the trendsetter in that show.
And I like when he told him that one movie, he's like, I've been waiting for this. He's like, boom,
Yeah.
boom. He's like, I waited for this for a long time.
It was like the 5 finger or the knuckle punch or whatever it was,
Yeah.
the death
He goes
punch.
in to kill him. He's like, honk. He's like, he starts laughing. He's like, you should have seen your face.
Hell no.
It was a good season. I think at 6th season you kind of have to end it because you brought back pretty much all the characters from the
Except for
movies.
girl from Cobra Kai.
the next
the next Karate Kid.
the next Karate Kid.
Yeah.
So at this point, everyone's been saying like, will she be on the 6th season? I don't know.
I mean, to the
Possibly
Reese point, you gotta probably pay her more money because she's a big actress.
you do, but I think even if it's a slight of an episode, not really be a physical point like the other characters have been, but bring her in the last thing and saying, hey, I've been watching you guys on TV and the Cobra Kai name and all this kind of stuff, whatever. I was waiting for the right moment. I wanted to pay my respects to Mr. Miyagi. You know what I mean? Like that just makes more sense, and it kind of kills the show. I mean, ends it right there, and that's okay in my perspective. I think that's okay. And then if you do come up with movies and stuff like that, go for it, because the kids are now at this point about to graduate high school. It's about to end that story of reason why when the focus was on the kids again. So why not? Why not end it that way?
And I mean, speaking about waxing on, waxing off, it looks like the Lakers' shots are getting waxed off the rim today.
Look what you did. You killed my phone. Talking all that crap. No, it wasn't that.
Damn, it actually died. So it's like, no, it didn't want me to watch the massacre no more.
Look at that. Just ended like that.
Just end like that. All right, move on to the next thing. Good or bad situation here. Fans are bashing Amy Jo Johnson for not appearing in the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Netflix, all because she had stated financially it just wasn't the right move. And a lot of fans on the comment section have been, all for the money. It's not about the money, Amy. This isn't about this. It's about the nostalgic, and all this kind of stuff.
Money, then don't go to work.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a good point.
What?
If it's not about the money, don't go to work.
Stay in bed then.
I think this is why I think it's a good move on her end. It is a bad move for fans to be trying to bash her for doing so.
And the other thing you have to look at is how much are the other actors being paid compared to her? If she's asking, hey, I just want to get paid the same amount that Joseph, the Red Ranger.
Well, the Red Ranger himself, he's at this point. The former one, Austin St. John, whatever his name is,
he's not in it.
He's not in it, period, because of his allegations of him
but
stealing
they got
money.
Rocky coming in,
right? Instead,
so that's why it's like,
huh?
Was he stealing money?
Allegedly, he was stealing money. Allegedly stealing money from a fan the fan company because
for COVID.
Yeah, he was doing a COVID type of help, and fans that were donating their money and their time and whatnot ends up finding out that he was taking the money and pocketing it himself.
Allegedly. Damn.
Allegedly, because the website was spewing out, but then he was defending himself of saying, these reporters need to do their homework and all this kind of stuff, and saying that's not right. The foundation was still moving forward, but I mean, I don't know at this time, but that's also mainly the reason why they're like, we don't want to involve you in the special. I understand that, but Amy Jo Johnson, of all people, I don't feel like it's respectful for us to be bashing her when they say more money,
especially when you don't know what she's asking for compared to the other actors.
And that too. This isn't the end of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at all whatsoever. So why even try to sit there and bash her in the first place?
That goes into my question, Tony the Kid, for you as one of the biggest Power Ranger fans I know.
Yes, right.
Were you bothered that she wasn't on the?
No, I mean it sucks, but the story doesn't end there. There's gonna be many more anniversaries. There's gonna be many more projects that you can build off of that.
Right. Here's what I feel. I feel a lot of fans after the death of Tommy.
Yeah.
After the death of Jason David Frank.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
That as long as you didn't have any allegations, rest in paradise to Jason David Frank.
Facts.
As long as there was no allegations, there was nothing tainting your name.
Facts.
For memory, you had to show up. Like it was mandatory.
But here's the other thing, though. Jason David Frank himself turned them down.
Yeah.
But again, though, at this point, I'm saying.
And it was his idea too to go through Netflix and all this kind of stuff. It was his idea telling Saban and everybody, you need to do something. Go animated. Go fucking go with Saban and go all this.
It's because Hasbro bought it. Hasbro wanted to do it, and he said no.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to do nothing more for it. But I mean, that's respect on his part and understanding. Like, I'm trying to turn the page. I'm like, I gave the company ideas. I gave him retrospect of what to do next. I blood, sweat, and tears for me hyping this up. My Mighty Morphin Life on YouTube, everybody. Look on the blogs there. Like, he was on the level of still hyping it up and appreciating everything. Yeah. And it's like, go for it. But at this point, they weren't not listening. These were great ideas. These are ideas that if you want your industry, your Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to get still cash cow type of thing for said kids and any other network, go with it.
And then another thing that comes to mind is that this was filmed way before Tommy even died.
Yeah.
So the question is, I think the Pink Ranger said no because her whole story would be her and Tommy.
Mhm.
With Tommy not on the show, what's the point of being on it?
Yeah, maybe she just didn't want to go down memory lane at that moment.
I
right?
mean, that's another thing too. Like you guys, I think us fans and those fans who are trying to bash her out needs to kind of take a step back and be realistic here. What is the real reason? Money, it may not be everything, but you also got to understand it does play in the toll of financialness of how you're going to go about this whole situation.
She hasn't
It
done
needs to
anything for a
be
while.
it needs to be done respectively. Okay.
Hence why I said don't go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right, yeah, if that's
like,
how you feel, right?
right.
That's
It-
if money is not an issue to you, then don't go to work.
Yes.
I can guarantee money is an issue to me. Hence why I'm going to work tomorrow.
For real, I got work
Right.
tomorrow too.
So it's
I'll
a
be
little
there.
thing. I think they just need to they need to get a reality check over there, everybody. Just saying. Now, on to the promotion, everybody. Don't forget to go to bookseed.com and look up Dynasty Barbershop. Get Alex Garcia over there. Get yourself a nice little haircut because I've got my appointment set up for Saturday. You know
I
what
already
I'm
got
saying?
my haircut.
I need a
got my
crew
hair
cut.
did.
I'm just saying, FYI, I might dye my hair, guys. Just so you guys know. I'm going to dye
What
my hair
color?
white. I'm going to go white.
I mean, it's already going to be natural. That's why you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm already
We
getting
should do that Tommy thing
I'm
that he
getting the
did.
what? Huh?
They should do a little thing that the Green Ranger did where he had a little like green
White? The
thing.
green? But
Tommy?
do a white? No, I'm done.
Wait, no, the way that
Tony
David.
the kid. Tony the kid.
Huh.
You go white, I'll go silver. Here we go.
Oh, really?
I'll go
I'm
silver.
gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna do
I'm
it.
gonna call you
I already
Silverback
told-
if you do.
Yes! I already told my wife she's gonna.
Are you seriously doing this here?
she's
For
gonna-
real?
For real.
Hold on, wait. When are you
I've
going to do
never.
it?
Hey man, this is a midlife crisis, everybody. I'm of
You're gonna
age,
be- you're
everybody.
gonna
I can't buy a Ferrari, so I gotta do something.
You're gonna be
drastic.
Silverback and you're gonna be Quicksilver.
I like it. I like it.
Let me give another announcement going on.
Huh?
ReJect, I want y'all to
Oh,
know that
Yes,
next week,
that's right.
special start time around the same time as WWE's pre-show will be going on next week. We will be here live from pre-show all the way to the end of the show.
That's right.
ReJect Rumble, checking out Royal Rumble reaction time.
That's right.
Join us on 216 The Net, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. ReJect Rundown.
That's right.
Enjoy.
Google us.
All I got to just say though is I warn y'all to please do not have any sort of headphones on, and if
Yeah.
you're gonna have headphones
Oh,
on,
yeah.
It's
please
gonna
have a
go
low
ham. I'm
volume
telling you right
because
now.
Yeah.
Tell you right
Cody
now.
Rhodes gonna come out of it.
Yes.
The
Also,
volume,
too,
yeah.
we're gonna have nothing but beers. So I have some Monacos, everybody. Shout out to Monaco Company
I'm
over there.
having
Some
Coca-Cola.
Coors Light, Coca-Cola over there, some Modelo's, and some Red Bull
Shout out
possibly.
to,
To be sure.
Yeah, if
So,
anybody
I'm
wants to,
And, we're gonna get some real good pizza.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna get
Shout
some
out to
real-
whoever, pizza maker.
Yeah. You
And
know.
Buffalo
And
Wild
chicken
Wings?
wings.
No, but and some wings, and some wings.
Chicken
Buffalo
wings,
wings.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
some
I have a
wings?
lot of-
You Brits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buffalo
Yeah,
Wild Wings.
I'll bring the pizza. Yes, he was good around here. McHenry people. We're gonna be around this area. Shout out, let us know what's a good pizza place that we can get, because we're gonna get some pizzas. We can put it over here. We're gonna have the show appearing on the TV all there in front of us, and we just gonna be enjoying ourselves.
And like I said, if you guys have headphones, please remove
Wear
them.
them.
Or please have it at a low volume because I'm not responsible for how
This
loud
is
my voice
SG3 when he
is.
sees Coda.
Absolutely. It's
Calls out and shit.
It's Cody Rhodes. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be wearing this hoodie too. That's the worst.
And don't
Oh
forget,
my
early in
God.
the day, we're gonna make predictions to see who wins. This time, it's not for no belt. ReJect are just gonna go for.
Or that day, or
a
doing the
little-
pre-show. Let's
Early-
do the pre-show.
during
We're
the
doing the
pre-show.
pre-show here. Let's
Yeah.
do the pre-show, man. Let's set
Well,
let's
well,
set
I
up
mean,
our picks.
I don't even know why he's hyping it up. I'm gonna win. Cool.
No, I'm not about all that. But okay.
First of
It's all
Let's see.
about
Yeah,
bragging
thank-
rights.
thank you, though. Thank
First
you.
of all,
First of
I'm
all,
part of this decision. So.
yeah. Oh, thank you.
All
Yes.
right.
Very good. All right.
You
Move
got
on
lucky
to the
football,
next.
not in this.
What does I say?
Comment, Lexi. If there's wings and pizza, I'm gonna need some. I like Germanos. It's down the street.
Okay,
Nice.
good. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're
We
trying to
appreciate
help.
it.
Yeah, we're
Alright,
trying to
excited.
help.
Just to let you know.
Yes, facts.
So
All
if
right.
you want to hang
she
out with the
knows.
rejects, I say come on down.
She knows.
There you go.
Okay, well
Rejects.
then never mind.
Yeah.
All right, rejects. Let's get in the booth, everybody. Let's discuss over here real quick before I move on to the next topic at hand. NBA, man, pretender or contender, everybody.
I'll tell you who.
Yeah.
No,
God damn it. Lucky I can't watch the game right now.
What's the score? Can you tell us the
You don't
score
wanna
real
watch-
quick?
you don't wanna-
We're on the board. We're on the board with the on the western side of things, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and the Pelicans. Out of those, who do you guys think are the pretenders and who are the contenders for moving on keep moving forward for the end of the season? I think we're
Man.
in the half. So
Nuggets are the contender.
those are the contenders.
That boy Joker is just doing
Nuggets.
Joker things.
Oh,
Agreed,
Joker's
agreed.
in the Nuggets.
I agreed.
Oh, then yeah, if Joker's in the Nuggets. I got Nuggets.
All the way.
Yeah.
Got
All
it.
the way?
Not all the way, but in
Oh,
that
okay.
team right there,
Okay.
yeah. Out of
They're-
those,
I would have
contenders
to
is
say
what
so
you're
too. I think
Contenders.
pretending right now at this time could be the Grizzlies and the Pelicans.
Man,
They're playing solid basketball, but for them in the actual playoffs and to kind of push forward, I would have to say it's a little
problem
pretentious.
is that they're too cocky at the moment.
I would say so.
Listen, for the Grizzlies, and I'm asking both of you, do y'all see the Grizzlies
Mhm.
winning 2, maybe 3, best out of 4?
I'll give you this. Yeah,
With the
you
team
go.
It
in the
depends on
West.
who they're matched up with
I'll
at
give
this
you
point
that.
because
Against
there's gonna be a
Dallas?
lot more teams.
Against
No,
Mavericks?
no,
Yeah.
Luca's whooping that ass. If that's the case, Luca's
Against the Nuggets?
Joker's
No,
whooping
not.
that ass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So already 2 teams that they're not going to win against. Next.
If
Yeah,
they draw,
that's
if they
true.
draw
That's
somebody
true.
decent in the first round, they have enough ambition to go past the first round.
I feel like they
I
would
do
have to
think
go
that.
balls out, like
And
how at this point right now, Grizzlies would have to go balls out to be sitting there even making some type of noise in the playoffs.
Mhm.
But even then, you do that for the first game in the first round, you move on to the next. You're already gassed the hell out.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
So what are you gonna have left?
Yeah.
I just don't see their team that much depth to be pushing forward.
Mhm.
You're right now. You're a seasonal hype train right now. So keep it up, but it's not gonna last in the playoffs.
yeah.
Currently,
I'm
right
sorry.
now, if the standings were to stand right now and everything was already played,
Yeah.
number 7 would be the Minnesota Timberwolves, and number 8 would be the Golden State Warriors.
Mhm.
They would have to. Oh no, yeah. They would lose.
What would you
they
put
would lose
in for
again.
that one?
Curry's night.
So right now, Memphis will be playing Minnesota, the Timberwolves.
They would
Let's-
lose. They would lose. They would lose that.
So-
Maybe game 6, but they're gonna lose.
So once again, what's with all the? I'm just gonna greedy every single 5 seconds because we're
Yeah.
winning.
That's
no,
just that. I mean, that's just a style of play. That's what Ja does. Shout out to Ja. I mean, kudos to him. That's my guy.
I agree.
That's
I
my
think
guy.
he's gonna be the future of NBA moving
cold.
forward. It's gonna be between him, Luca, at this point right now.
No,
in the,
it's all Luca.
you think so?
Yeah, at the moment.
At the moment,
yeah.
I like Luca too.
He's
Like
playing at
both,
an all-time high.
both players are trying to ball out. Luca is playing a higher level
Yes.
than Ja. Yes,
All-time
I agree.
high, yes.
But Ja seems like that type of NBA player that's going to be wanting to push forward the envelope of just grittiness throughout the season. Kind of, in my eyes, I would take it as a Damian Lillard at this point for his team.
That's a bad compliment.
Why?
Because Lillard ain't that hot right now either, though.
Well, not now,
No,
but,
but I'm saying,
but
like,
for the
at
Trailblazers,
this
for
point-
like
Yeah,
being that it guy for the team, that's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
Ja.
yeah. I'll
That's
give you
gonna be
that,
Ja.
yeah. Like-
It's just a matter of who you're gonna have around him.
I think at this point, Damian Lillard is more like a Luca because who do you have around Luca right now?
True.
Luca's the one balling out in Dallas.
Facts. Yeah.
But
Ja
I do.
has Steven Adams. Ja has the Brooks kid,
Yeah.
and Ja has him. You at least have a big three up in Memphis. Who's Dallas got?
Yeah.
I just think that Ja, though, he has to. I do think he has to humble himself sometimes. Because I mean, yeah, you got game, but it comes.
It's the young kid. in him.
Yeah, it's the ambition, and that's what I'm saying. Like you got the hunger for it, but somebody does need to humble you. And I do think Curry did it a little bit last year. So going into this year, he does have a chip on his shoulder, but it's not just you out there. You got a team with you.
Right.
You know what
All
I'm
I
saying?
just know is the fact that the one who was going to humble him really quickly was going to be Shannon Sharp.
yeah. Shout out to my
Shout out
boy.
to Shannon
Shout out to my boy.
freaking Sharp,
My
man.
boy.
Shannon
No
Sharp was
lie.
going to make that boy
That
real
boy-
hustle real
He
quick.
said, "I bet you won't. I bet you won't."
It's like, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it.
That's
You don't
why
want
John was talking and walking that way.
Yes,
He was like, come
yes.
on, dude.
I
they're
can just-
John's looking at him like, man, this guy's by himself. He
Uh-huh.
ain't got no backup, no nothing.
And
He's
it's
still
taking
in the
on
face.
everybody.
Yeah, he's taking on everybody. Even Adams ain't scaring him or nothing. I'm gonna go that way.
I could just hear Shannon at the
Damn,
end. Boy, I
damn.
could just hear him going.
Wasn't Skip Bayless trying to stop him? Like, don't you dare push this man.
Yeah,
right,
Those were
yeah.
crazy. Now, otherwise, on the Eastern side of things, pretender, contender, everybody between the Celtics at number 1, Nets, and the Bucks. Everybody. So out of that group, you're pretender, contender in there.
I think they're all contenders, bro.
You think so?
I think the one that wants to really give it to the NBA would be a player on the Nets.
Durant. Durant is actually
Young Kevin.
on
Young Kevin.
he's on the, how do you say, he's kind of on a prove it standing season.
Listen, hold on, wait. Speaking of which, the Grizzlies just lost to the Suns
Oh, they just
Look
did.
at that. They
without
suck.
Devin Booker.
They suck.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Devin Booker's out with the groin injury.
No, yeah, he's been out though. Yeah,
Oh,
My
The
guy's
Grizzlies-
out?
Yeah,
Dang.
Devin Booker's been out. He'll be back though.
How are the
Yeah.
Lakers doing?
That's not important.
You're right though. They could be making their comeback right now.
Here's the
I'll
stupid.
go off to say the number 1 contender in the Eastern is definitely the Celtics though. They are. I think they went
Here's-
to the finals last year. and
They're deep, dude.
they're
deep.
looking
Here's
good.
the thing.
They're looking good.
They've been the same players. This is my thing with them. They've
They're
really had the
contenders right
same
now.
core of the team for
Yeah.
almost 3 seasons now,
They
and they
are.
have not been able to pass that pinnacle point. I do see them as contending.
Yes.
The only issue is that they need to get over that hump.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to for some odd reason.
They went the last year they went to the finals, and that's the farthest they went as a group.
Exactly.
So that's why I say this year, I think all they're thinking about is getting to that same spot. They got that eye in them. Jason's playing like it. Brown's
Jason Tatum,
playing
for
like
sure.
it.
He's a dog.
Who else is over there? What's my thinking of?
Brown.
Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
Brown
No,
is
the
smart.
ball dude. The smart too, yeah. But the older
Horford.
Horford? Oh,
Horford.
yeah, for
He's
sure.
still,
he wants the title.
Like last year,
He's driving.
Remember last year he was really upset they lost. So I know he's like, guys, y'all are young cats. We can do this again. Like I'll help as much as I can. Like they're definitely contenders. I see them going. I don't know about all the
Okay.
way. They get into the finals again though. I put
Yeah.
money on that. Okay.
Adonis,
But-
what do you think about Tumbo? Tumbo.
I just feel that right now with the Bucks,
I don't like
it's
the Bucks.
you know what? Ever since that one season where they beat the Suns and they came back after being down
Son of a
2-0,
gun.
at this
I
point,
like
I
that.
feel
I
that
did like that.
I hated that shit.
But I hate the
Especially
Bucks.
then from the pass on when they beat the Nets. I betted for freaking Durant
Yeah.
and the team to win.
Yeah,
I
was
betted
betting
for that,
I
but
was betting for
no.
that too.
No, Kevin got some 17 size foot shit and
Big
the
ass foot on
foot stepped
fucking
on the line.
On the
Yeah,
line.
damn bastard.
Mhm.
But anyways,
all I
it's
gotta
okay.
say is that. So now I know who the curse is really.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
But
no, I didn't even
that's
like.
right.
I'm
I
not
didn't
picking
even
the
like
Nets.
that. Like I
Get
didn't even
those
like
guys.
that finals. Phoenix and freaking Bucks. I don't even like either of those guys.
But that's
No,
what
I
at
finished
this-
for sure. I was
this
hooping
point-
my Booker. Man.
At this point, though, just
But
Again, curse, yeah.
yeah,
You
no,
want-
no.
at this point, though, just with the Bucks, they show up or they don't.
I think they're
Yeah.
pretending.
That's
right
why,
now. I
like,
think-
it's more
okay.
pretending because
I think
they
so.
show up and they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Giannis one game will have 40, the next game he have 50.
so.
and
Did y'all
then-
hear he scored 2 points one of these games this year?
Who?
Giannis.
Oh,
That's
really?
yeah. He scored 2 points in one of the games this year. 2. I
That's
think
why
he had like 10 rebounds, but still 2 points, bro. That's
So
not.
again, like I'm telling you,
Yeah,
one
that's
game
not-
he's balling out like, oh, okay, this is the Giannis when they won the championship,
Right.
and then the next game is like, where was Giannis?
Right, where the fuck was Giannis? Right, he's so much better than LeBron. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Oh, here he goes.
I just thought I'd throw that.
Now moving on to the next thing real quick, because Joey Bosa got, is going after the officials, everybody. I want to get you guys' opinions on this because
What's up?
he had a little incident over there at the end of the San Diego Chargers game, threw his helmet down, got in trouble, yelled at the refs or whatnot. So I'm going to
did see
play a
that.
clip real quick, everybody, just so that way we get, his interview he did in the locker room. Let's see what it makes
He even
sense.
snatched the helmet out of the coach and threw it back down, didn't he?
Facts.
He was mad.
For my actions, obviously, but it's a heated game. I think there just needs to be more accountability on. If I say something to them, I get a $40,000 fine. But if they blow a call that ruins an entire team's season, they're probably back in the locker room after the game, like, got that. Oh yeah, got him. 15 yards. What a loser! I guarantee it. That's what they're fucking talking. I need to be.
So, that being said, everybody, does Joey Bosa have a point?
It just goes to show me how immature you are.
How immature?
Yeah, how immature you are. You let your emotions get the best of you.
Well, I mean,
There's-
like he said, one call can mess up the team's
I
whole
see,
season.
and here's
But,
the,
okay.
I do see
At
your
this-
point in that. I do see your
At this
point. in that.
point, though,
Mhm.
my question to you is, how come you let them come back from 27 down if you're on defense?
He personally didn't let them come.
Again, no, but you're gonna get mad at the refs,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna get mad at your coordinator. You're not gonna get mad at your coach. You want to get mad at the refs? Make that make sense to me.
I see your point. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I also see his point of view in the sense of the refs need to be accountable. This whole damn season, we've been on this table,
Mhm.
every other week or so,
Mhm.
not bitching, but basically
you've been
saying,
bitching,
yeah, I've
though.
been bitching. Yeah, you're right. I've been
No,
bitching.
you're good.
The
But-
whole thing about Tony the kid bitching.
That's
on
right, yeah.
apologize.
So,
Everybody
go
want to
ahead.
make a violation of a bitch.
Go ahead.
so we've been on this show talking, especially me, definitely.
yeah,
We talk
there's a
about
hashtag that should be going around.
Yeah,
Tony
yeah,
be
yeah.
bitching. You know,
Yeah,
I agree, though.
hashtag Tony be bitching. You got it. Yes. Especially at the refs, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, he has a point that some of these refs can literally probably be in the back of their locker room saying, we got a call on him, which sometimes some of these calls can be a change in the game. It can
Okay.
be. They need to be held accountable. Now, there's
So hold on, wait a minute.
a little
So
story that you can pull out of that.
let me go ahead and let me tell you something. So was it okay then when they let the 3 pass interferences against the Chargers go when there should have been pass interferences? And that's okay, right? But we're not going to complain about that because that didn't change the game for us.
No, that means that's also
helped us. And we didn't even score a touchdown there.
Yeah.
But we're going to be okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure the fact that we're in the same boat.
He's right though.
He's right.
I would say it's not okay.
Right.
He's right in the sense of like they have to be accountable for
it
both.
Didn't benefit him. That's why he got mad.
Agreed.
But when it benefited him, he shut the hell up, didn't he?
That's what I mean. It's going back and forth. So that's why they're saying
there's no back and forth, dude. Literally, what it is the fact that he got mad because they flagged him for being offsides. So at this point, how come he wasn't mad when Asante Samuel Jr. got 3 interceptions on Sunshine, but all of them were pass interference? Hell, even Tony Dungy said, if that's not going to be pass interference, it should at least be illegal contact on one of the touchdown plays from the Jaguars.
See, but that boils down to the refs missing and choosing their calls.
And at this point, when you have something that you caused and you got called, how are you going to get mad when it didn't benefit you?
That's true.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. In the heat of the moment, I see what you're saying. In the heat of the moment, don't just be upset about it being called on you. I see what you're saying. Right?
Yeah. And then at this point, you know what? You let your team come back down. You let your team lose because they were up by 27 with 5 turnovers.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't 1, it wasn't 2, it was 5 turnovers.
It wasn't like y'all were.
And again, you only went up 27, and they lost again to a team that had 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
I agree.
To touch on Bosa's though.
Bosa's is being a sore loser because he got caught and because he threw his little helmet throwing the damn tantrum. That's it.
Tantrum.
Okay, Dak Prescott got mad about the kicker missing the field goals, but the kicker wasn't throwing his helmet every single time Dak was throwing his damn interception.
That's a damn good point. That's a damn good point. Imagine that. Goddamn fucking Prescott. I gotta go upstairs say that.
Listen, he led the league in interceptions that he missed 5 fucking games. That make sense to me.
Real though, he does, man.
Wild.
Still lead the league right now. Yes.
Actually, he's no longer going to leave the league because he's already gone. He gone home.
Yeah, he gone now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right, everybody, move on to Good and Bad Sports Edition. Well, that's right. A Good and Bad double-sided today because of some crazy stuff.
Crisscross.
Vince McMahon take over WWE shareholders. Good or bad, everybody?
Everything that man's doing is bad.
At this point, you know what? Hold on, wait. I can see the good in it, though. Because at this point, now there is no outside interference of how much he's going to sell the company for.
Oh,
that's why he's becoming the shareholder. Because it's like at this point, all the money I'm not splitting with anybody. It all comes to my pocket.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong though, because I did see this on the ReJect run on Twitter. But I thought Stephanie McMahon just took responsibility. Was it the shareholders or something else?
No, she left.
Oh, she stepped
resigned.
down. That's
she
right. Okay, there you go.
CEO.
I feel like she didn't step down. I feel like she just took a leave of absence because the first thing she did right after she left was she got ankle surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My question was, do you think that has something to do with Vince stepping back up?
It had something to do with the sale. At this point, there's a lot of speculations of why she stepped down because of some introduction of selling it to Saudi.
Okay.
Because of, women in power or whatever the case would be, that wasn't in their particular beliefs, I guess you would say.
Shout out to you, babe.
So in order for them to be a proper, nice selling point, they needed to remove a female of power. Now, that's not saying that we promote that. No, I'm saying that at all whatsoever here in 216 Net. You know what I mean?
We like ladies on top, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
We ain't saying that now. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying any of that now. We respect our ladies. But the thing is, it's just based on what they believe with that company that they're selling to. They got to make it worth their while and make it presentable. So they had to at this point, technically,
someone steps down.
Relieve her of her absence to kind of step in.
At this point, though, I feel the main reason why they're not going to sell to Saudi is as we've been talking about for weeks, along with our good friend Tom over at Let Me Tell You Something, Brother.
Shout out to you, Tom.
I think to let Tom know something to write about.
I was waiting for him to say acknowledge me.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did comment today.
Technically, he should acknowledge me.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering, Tom, what it is, I told Kent, and I told that man over there across his table from me.
I agree.
The fact that Kane, the WWE wrestler, was in fact in the Hall of Fame. He actually went in 2021. The reason why none of us remember,
because it's an asterisk.
Because it was in the COVID Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
it was in front of the Astrodome or whatever, which one it was.
Right, agreed.
But look it up. He's actually on there.
Hashtag fact check.
That's right. Now here's the other thing to that Vince McMahon takeover. Now, as of Tuesday, McMahon filed a written consent amendment to WWE's bylaws with the secretary, an exchange for commission that would give him even more control without requiring a shareholder approval. The lengthy filing puts into writing the fact that McMahon can now make decisions for WWE on his own without a meeting with or vote from the shareholders.
That's why, again, like I'm telling you,
In control
That sounds
all over
bad.
again.
That
no,
sounds real bad.
what it is again,
That sounds fucking scary to me.
Mhm.
no, what
I'm
it
saying.
sounds is like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a smart business decision.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, on his
he-
end.
No, at this point, he's like, you know what? I built my company. Y'all just along with the ride.
Facts.
But that's why I think a lot of people are leaving, because they're not going to get any money once the company sells. Because he knows, you know what? The moment that we sell it, my pocket's going to go deep. I'm walking away.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Now, other good and bad situation there. I have a little thing on like I normally do, but LeBron being traded, everybody, because somehow, some way, there became a post on social media saying LeBron traded to the Bulls. Fantasy matchup. You Lakers can get what's it called? DeRozan, Russo back again, and somebody else, White or something like that, or Paul. I think it was he was a power forward or whatever case it be. A trade for that to the Bulls.
Yeah.
I don't no.
The key word in that is fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy. But also to him being traded to the Golden State Warriors. No, if I'm also too, that's also been
Allegedly.
helmet and allegedly stats in the social media biz.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
For all your dreams.
That's what they're going to try to go
all
for.
your dreams and your
right.
and your fantasies are here live in the live in
Yeah,
effect.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this one, what's Golden State got to give up?
Man, I don't know, man.
That's why. Like,
Yeah,
you want LeBron, they're going to want
No.
Steph. They're going to want Clay.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Steph
get
ain't
him out.
leaving. I'll tell you right now. That
Clay
man
ain't
is
leaving.
Yeah, Clay's not. Steph ain't going
No,
nowhere. That
no.
boy is bleeding Golden State.
Hey, would you
colors.
trade away Green
for
for LeBron?
Yeah.
I don't think Green would go for it. I don't think Green wants to leave either. I think the heart of Golden State is Green, Thompson, and Curry.
At this
Those
point,
three
hold
not
on,
leaving.
Hold on, since you're a LeBron fan,
Mhm.
why not?
Because Golden State wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give up their
And-
three core players
No,
for LeBron.
I'm just saying. Let's put it. They go. The Lakers are crazy enough to say, you know what? Give us LeBron. We'll give you Green.
Mhm.
Jimmy, you take LeBron. We'll take Green. That's it.
I
And
don't.
just like a pick or two from the draft.
Players for
I don't. Oh, if the Golden State did it, then I mean, the kudos to.
Why not though? You're going to get someone in the middle that can actually score, and not just rebound.
Huh? Who? LeBron?
No, yeah. Show me a 10-minute clip of Draymond Green scoring.
Show me
more
a
than
10-minute
15
clip of LeBron faking every damn play.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, thank you.
It just-
It exists.
This is all
Okay?
fantasy. They just wouldn't do that. Green wouldn't. No, that's not. It wouldn't add up.
I'm just saying.
Green
Though,
ain't
think
going.
about it though. Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
Green ain't going, and I don't think LeBron. There has been speculations that LeBron does want to play with Curry. on
Oh,
Golden State.
yeah. He wants to play with Golden State because
Right.
that's the team.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
the team to go. Hey,
look at Kevin Durant. He did the same thing. Calm
no,
down.
well,
okay?
yeah,
So-
he got bitched out for that too as well. You know
but
what I
all
mean?
I'm saying is, if they were to do it, I don't.
I
it'd be
do
interesting, but I
Remember
don't-
that LeBron did post, I think either on Instagram or on Twitter, I forgot who, they
Figures.
posted a picture of Luca.
Ugh.
And it was actually
Present.
praising Luca
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah. All right.
I think they play the same position, so no.
that
We'll
wouldn't work.
see. All right.
Never
y'all.
mind.
Let's move on. I'm done with LeBron. God damn it.
Hey, not
Moving
too
on
much,
to
not too much.
Nash, man, because look, there's a good bad situation that occurred. Kevin Nash made some comments about his son's death, a little bit touchy.
Just
Touchy.
Monday.
Yeah, it was a little
His son
touchy
passed
there.
away?
His son passed away. I think it was suicide. if I'm
Same
not
month as
mistaken.
my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it
this-
wasn't suicide. Accidental. He gave up drinking liquor,
Mhm,
Mhm.
so he went cold turkey.
mhm,
And I guess it affected him, and it affected him health-wise.
Oh,
mhm.
shit.
So he ended up passing away
Gotcha.
because of that.
Like a cardiac arrest situation, or
Yeah.
like a seizure type of thing. Or?
Yeah, he had a seizure,
okay.
and they just couldn't save him on time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He made a little comment about that. I think the comment on the show that he was doing with his podcast with his partner, something about a gun put in his
Basically-
mouth, whatever it
basically,
was.
he said, if I want to, because I own guns, I could put a gun to my head and I can pull the trigger.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was rough.
Damn,
Plain and
Kevin.
simple.
Damn,
And the
Kevin.
next day, the next day, his co-host put a well check on Kevin Nash right afterwards. just to check on him and stuff like that. So there was
because his partner on the show was like, "Yo, bro, like there's certain
Right.
things you shouldn't be saying."
exactly
I mean,
And
yeah.
then Kevin Nash, I don't give a fuck.
right.
Quote was,
Yeah.
"I don't give a fuck. I'm a gun owner. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my guns."
Yeah. I mean, it's a dark place for him.
It's
to
a
lose,
it's
you
a
know.
weird comment to let's put it this way. It's a comedy
It's
has
not.
always been comedy can be dark.
Yeah.
Some comedy can be dark
Yeah.
and everything like that, but
Yeah.
there is a borderline to what you're really trying to make fun of.
And you know what? When you bring in a podcast into the mist,
Yeah.
people say things on podcasts. I mean, I'll take ownership. Sometimes you can say things that are just outrageous. You know what I mean? But the point of the podcast is just to share your feelings.
And-
So, I mean, maybe at the time he was just sharing how he felt. I mean, it was truthfully, it's how he feels. But I mean, it doesn't mean he's gonna act on it. But as a friend, his friend should
It's-
definitely put that wellness check. in.
Exactly.
He does
And
say
that's
to
who put him in
everybody
his
out there
place, too.
listening,
Right.
watching. If your friend is even joking about it,
Yeah.
Stuff
check
like
him.
that. Yeah.
And I mean, he even mentioned it on his show at the same time that he mentioned that. He said he's having, he wakes up in the morning. He doesn't, with no purpose no more. He doesn't because back then, his son was his purpose.
It's the reason why he did the podcast was
Yeah.
because of the son.
And, I understand Kevin Nash in a strong way because even though, you're married and all, you had your wife and all with you. I lost my mother the same month that you lost your son.
R.I.P.
I would back then, dude, when my mom passed away, I had a whole month on my own. Lucky me, my sister was with me. But even though that wasn't the same as having my mom at home, waking up to her, talking to her, I know how you feel because you lost that one, that one hook that stays with your, with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Part of your, like that one,
The if factor.
that factor.
Yeah.
It helps you out. You talk to him. You will wake up. It's your son, and I understand. In my world too, I know the pain.
Yeah.
And I know what it's like to wake up every day, not already realizing every day when I wake up and I look at the roof, I'm like, I'm not in my home no more. I'm not with my mom. So I understand you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Moving along to Francis Ngannou, man. A good or bad situation of him leaving the UFC.
it's good.
Wait, why did you skip the one thing I want to talk about the most?
Because we only got a few minutes, man.
We don't have a few
Yeah,
minutes.
4 minutes, man. We got to
And
move
I
on.
want to talk about this last
Okay.
one.
Yeah, the Tom Brady one's a pretty big one, but there's going to be more news coming out.
It's all allegedly
Yeah.
anyway. It's all allegedly
Yeah.
anyway.
But there's
Yeah.
more
for sure, though.
concrete right
Well,
now.
for sure, the Tampa Bay is probably the dumbest organization right now that I know.
At least at this point right now. Good or bad? Good or bad?
That's bad. That's
situation.
stupid.
Okay.
You're gonna
So those who we're already on it now. So those who didn't notice
Don't get me started,
on
man.
the script here,
you already got me
everybody.
started with the refs. Don't get
I
me started
put-
with this.
I put in Tampa Bay changing coaching staff and possibly, Tom Brady being basically retiring. But the coaching staff fires Byron Leftwich,
That's
at this as their head, their offensive coordinator. At this point right now, who's to blame? I would have to say Tom Brady. I think
No.
so. Because if you
No.
because Tom
No.
Brady's the one that pointed out the finger. I don't
Give
like
me
his
Todd
step-
Bowles' winning record. I'll wait.
I know. I
Oh,
agree
okay,
with you
cool.
there too. I agree with that. I don't think he should have been in the first place. I think
At this
Arians
point,
should
though-
have stayed as coach.
No, Arians decided to take a step back because he didn't want to keep traveling with the team because he's a dude. I mean, the guy
He's
has
the-
no spring chicken. He's
Yeah.
older. Let's be honest. And again, no offense to anybody, but he's not. He doesn't have it
Ageism.
anymore.
No, I'm just playing.
He doesn't have it anymore. That's
And
why
don't start a trend, man.
He took that step back to just say, you know what, man, I'm home.
I'd rather be
Yeah.
president.
Yeah.
than
I'm
work in the back
here.
end.
Let me just stay with my family, with my grandkids, and my wife.
Right.
And you know what? And I appointed Todd Bowles.
Mhm.
But the thing was, when I saw it, I said, "Why? Give me his resume."
No, I agree.
And it's not pretty.
No,
All
no, it's
all the Jet seasons that they went
horribly
terrible.
wrong.
Him, all the and
They
it's
still
now
losing.
showing.
Nah.
You went from a what was the record last year? They had a winning record last year to 8-9 record.
I think like 12-4.
To 8-9.
They
Yeah,
won the Super
To
Bowl.
8,
and then they won the Super Bowl.
They won the Super Bowl in the Arians, and then went what 12-4, 12-5,
Yeah.
and then now 8-9.
Yeah.
But yet the problem is going to be Tom Brady. No, the problem is Todd Bowles.
Yeah,
Get rid of the man. I would have put in
even
Byron
Leftwich.
I
Even
would have put in Leftwich as coach.
To add to Tony the Kid's point too, though.
man, stop staring me down.
I
Oh
can see-
man, why you keep looking at me, staring me down,
'Cause
staring
he's
him down?
talking.
Oh, okay. Go
To
ahead.
add
But
to
yeah.
your point, y'all want me to move? Y'all want to settle this? Like,
Oh, man, the old man's like turning his body, looking at me like, listen, your man Tom Brady is a son of a bitch. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why you're looking at me like
He's
that.
like, he's a son of a god.
Please go ahead, man.
When I'm looking at you, it's because I'm already preparing for what I'm about to say about the John Jones situation.
Oh,
Once
okay.
we jump onto it.
Let's just get to that. honestly.
Oh.
So, no, we already got rid of what SG3 wanted to get rid of.
Yeah,
Let's just
He
get
already
to
said everything I wanted to say.
yeah, that's
Tom
true.
Brady sucks. But
That-
still,
Facts.
let's go with what you're going to go with.
With
Yeah.
your boy.
All right, sounds
Let's
good.
get it. Let's
Well,
get into
yeah,
it.
since Francis the God is leaving everybody, John Jones is now put in place to fight for the vacant heavyweight championship against Gain.
The greatest
That
of all time.
son of a bitch, luckiest son of a bitch in the
I gotta
UFC
ask
ever
you one
history
thing,
in my
though.
life. Huh?
I got to ask you one thing, though.
What?
The fact that he's a goat, yes, he is.
With John Jones coming back,
Uh-huh.
Francis is leaving.
Yes.
Who's afraid? Is Dana White afraid to put Francis against John Jones, or is Francis afraid of John Jones?
Very good
He's
point.
walking out.
Very good point.
It was because you know what? John Jones just goat, and Francis know it. That's why he walked out.
I just want to say this one thing.
Damn.
I'm hyped about this fight for Gain. I could care less about Jones.
Not gonna
Gain
lie.
is my boy.
This is my thing. Not
Gain
gonna
is
lie,
my
but
boy.
Gain is not no walk of the park.
That is my boy.
He
I
is
put
not
Tony the
gonna
Kid
park.
onto him.
Yes.
That is
He is
my
not no
boy.
walk of the park. That boy knocked the hell out of that. What's it called?
Yes.
Australian dude or
Yes.
a Neverland guy in his last fight, and
I mean-
all was a strategic type of fight too.
I am
Gain
excited.
ain't the type of person you should sleep on, especially
Yes.
the fighting against John Jones. I'm not saying that he's better,
Mhm.
but he is going to give John Jones the money for his buck when it comes to heavyweight division.
That's a bad French man. That's all
So
I gotta
at
say.
this point right now, I don't.
Oh.
All I'm saying is, John Jones, you
He's the
are
greatest of all time. All right.
you are by far the luckiest man
He
in
is.
UFC history.
Before we go, I just gotta ask you one more thing, very important. It
Yes.
has nothing to do with John Jones, but UFC is brought up, and I want to ask you one important question.
Yes, sir.
Why are we canceling Will Smith for defending his
Don't
wife
thank
and
you.
smacking Chris Rock,
Yes.
but we're not canceling Dana White for belittling his wife and smacking her?
Agreed. And
No,
like
'cause
we talked about on our last show, that why is it so different from what he
That's why.
did compared to what others have done?
Shouldn't
Shouldn't it be a better punishment?
I'll
Yes.
say for
And shouldn't it
UFC3,
wasn't it a cocky
that skin
situation that
pigment.
Dana White was talking about in the sense of his anything?
Shouldn't
Wait,
doesn't
yeah.
your boy have a show that he can talk about?
We've been talking about it.
Good. Yeah.
Like I said,
That
Yeah,
skin
what-
pigment, I'll say it.
Yeah, bridging
on
civil
Friday.
tensions, man. Bring that
Friday.
up on Friday here on this on the 216 show.
Only
Okay.
reason why Dana
All I
White's
gotta
getting
say
away with it.
though, Gain round 2.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh, game round two.
Oh, my boy Gain coming out with bangers.
I
You
call
gonna
out
tell that man to sit down back on the bench.
I call it Gain at number 4. I think he's gonna let him. I think he's gonna make
Jones
him
is
wish
out of it. Jones is out of it.
wish
Jones is out
that
of it.
John Jones was not involved. He
Exactly.
said, "You thought Francis was mad? Well, come see me, mother."
That's just like yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, thank y'all for tuning in here
we're
on
past
216 the Reject right now. We
Dios,
appreciate
amigos.
all y'all. Like we said, don't forget to catch us up this Saturday, the 28th, here on 216
A show,
live.
show.
live watching the Reject Rumble. Well, I mean Royal Rumble,
We're having
WWE
the
Royal
Reject
Rumble, but
we're
it's our
watching the
Reject
Royal
Rumble.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. You guys come along. We're gonna have some chips, some food, drinks, everything like that. We're gonna watch it. You guys tune in, enjoy it with us, and we hope to see you guys then.
And
Right.
again, as a disclaimer, if you're going to be wearing headphones, please lower the volume.
Also,
Hashtag
too, don't forget to Google us.
Google us.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Have a good night,
Adios,
everybody.
amigos.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.